How's it going, YouTube? This is Wi-Fi Memory here today, bringing you guys some more VGC 2021 action. Today I am using a rental code as one of my subscribers has shared with me today. The subscriber's name is Hardscopes. I'll leave his link in the description down below, but he has created this really awesome Palkia team that I really wanted to kind of showcase and stuff. I played about 4 matches with it. I went 3-1, and the one match I did happen to lose happened to be like the first match, so I wasn't for sure exactly how I wanted to play this team. But after like game 2 or something, I kind of really realized how this team functioned, and from there this team is on a winning streak. So I said, well, before I do any more battles, I really want to go ahead and record, because this team is actually pretty fun. I enjoy using it, and it kind of helped me out with some of the counters I'm having problems with my Kyogre team, you know? So it's nice to go ahead and sometimes look at different teams and see how they function against certain threats, and then use the same ideas onto your teams if you're struggling against said threat. One of my problems was I was having problems with Solgaleo. Well, I wasn't even thinking about Landorus. And this is actually pretty offensive Landorus if you look at it. It's pretty cool. But anyway, enough rambling. I gave you guys enough time to look at the rental code. If you guys want to use it, check it out. It's really fun. And from there, let's get some battles going. Let's get some battles done. Yeah, we're actually at 2,900 at the moment. Hopefully we can bring that down. I would like at the end of this episode sit around maybe top 1,000. That would be fantastic. Even 900, that would be cool. Right here, 689 in the world. Okay. So you got that Calyrex Shadow form. You got Indeedee, Zapdos, Urshifu, Ferrothorn, and Tapu Lele. How do we want to do this? I think Palkia definitely comes. I'm thinking maybe in the actually a lead Palkia, because this is Assault Vest Palkia, so he actually can take a hit pretty well. Shockingly too. I mean, I was not expecting how well he can take a hit. And then I could go Palkia, and I could put pressure on everything. We could go Grimmsnarl or Porygon. Grimmsnarl, I get Light Screen up. Light Screen looks like it could be very valuable in this game, so we'll definitely we'll bring the Light Screen for sure. In the back, Stilla, I love Stilla. Stilla coming in the back in this game anyway is very, very good. And then we could go Landorus. We go Thundurus, or we go P2. I don't think we actually have a said Zapdos counter yet, so let's go P2. The cool thing though is pairing this Palkia with Landorus is that Palkia gets the ability to left feet. So if I want to go for my Earthquakes or anything, Palkia just doesn't get hit by them. You know, and that would work with any move really, like Discharge, anything that would also hit your Pokemon. Telepathy kind of prevents that happening, and it just becomes a move that hits your opponents. It's a pretty cool ability, and it functions very, very well on this team. Alright. So yeah, I think we led what we needed to anyway. We definitely need to try and get this Indeedee off the board. And I think doing so, I think if we want to go for Max Geyser, I believe this Max Geyser is based off of Hydro Pump, so that's like a 140. Yeah, 140 base power attack. We'll put it into the Calyrex for sure. That way, if it forces the Indeedee to go for Follow Me. We're setting up the Light Screen this turn, because Calyrex can still hit like a truck. We are Assault Vested, and if we set Light Screen up, wow, Pretty sure we'll just take his attack, no problem though. We are Dynamaxing. It almost proves that he is not Dynamaxing because Calyrex is way faster. Something that we need to be looking out for though is a Snarl. We'll see if he ends up doing that or not. So there's the follow me. We'll go ahead and set up a light screen. And that will just help us take hits. If he wants to go for like Astro Barrage, watch how well we take that. Yeah, that hardly did anything. And that was a crit, guys. That was a crit, and that came from a Life Orb, and that did nothing. That's crazy. Max Geyser will come out. That's nice. That's a nice bit of damage. And that is nice damage. Indeed, he tends to be pretty bulky. At least on the special side. I think right here we could go for another Max Geyser. Have no problem with it. Actually, let's just increase our bulk. Let's go for Max Quake. More than likely he's gonna go for Follow Me again. We can go for Spirit Break if you want to as well. Also into the Calyrex. Now if he protects Calyrex and goes for something with Indeedee, that's pretty good for him, but he actually switches it out, realizing it's not doing no damage. Indeedee goes for Protect, so we're getting free damage off right here. That's fantastic. Max Quake does a really decent chip damage to that Ferrothorn. Definitely doesn't want to take another attack. Excuse me, by the way, for the coughing. I'm still actually still fighting the virus a little bit, but I do feel 10 times better since the last recording, and that was just like a day ago really is when I uploaded it. So yeah, I am feeling 10 times better. The cough is almost gone away too, since I've took some time off of work trying to get it better, you know. But still gotta kind of keep everything on the light side, I guess. You know, don't want to overwork myself and stuff, so it is what it is. Okay, so the reason we went for Max Wormwind was just trying to get some big chip damage out. Then Reflect, so that way if he wants to start going for like Gyro Balls and stuff, we're going to be able to take it. Max Wormwind though, into his Zapdos that switched in, his team has took a lot of damage. I know you're looking at this like, man, you ain't got a single KO. That's okay. He ain't done much damage to us. We've almost knocked out everything, you know, like all his potential Dynamax mons that he wants to use, we've either made them useless, like that Calyrex, you know. I mean, we're super bulky. He ain't gonna be able to do nothing to us. And then like Ferrothorn might be his only actual Dynamax mon, but Ferrothorn tends to not really like to be Dynamax if it's a support set. It just doesn't do much damage. I think right here, Grimmsnarl's definitely done what he needs to do. And if we actually force the Ferrothorn Dynamax, then I think we're in a great shape, you know, because Ferrothorn, like I said, what's he got? Power Whip? He may have Gyro Ball, so that would be like a Max Steel Spike. That's just not going to be doing much damage to us overall. Let's see, yeah. So Hurricane did connect. Got a Confusion on our Stilla, but I still think that was a good switch for us. We knock out the Zapdos. And now he's going for Body Press. So if that's his offensive attack, he's in for a rough time. if that ends up being his Dynamax. I mean, his Calyrex could still be a Dynamax option, but he's gonna have to do a lot of trying to not take any damage. So he's gotta have Indeedee on the board to prevent that. So I'm expecting the Ferrothorn to switch out right now. I'm gonna see Calyrex protect. I'm gonna honestly think Calyrex will protect. I don't know. That's so tough. That's a tough read, though. That is a tough read. I don't know if I would necessarily want to make that read. Let's go Hydro Pump into Calyrex. At least then we know we're doing a lot of damage. And then we could go for, let's go Flash Cannon into the Ferrothorn. If he switches into Indeedee, then we're getting good damage out. Okay, so he doesn't switch. See, this is the thing, though. You're going to have to switch into Indeedee to, in my mind, to get anything going, right? You're going to have to switch into Indeedee, Dynamax Calyrex, and try and knock out our Stilla, right? I mean, that would be what I would think that you have to do to try and win. So, I mean, he might be predicting us wanting to go for a certain play or something, though, you know, because it is pretty, it ain't predictable, but it's definitely mind gaming, you know, like, if I predict him, and he's a high ranked player, you know, so he's definitely probably got more predictions going on than I'm thinking. I think right here, just so that way we have a better chance to hit our attack, let's go for a Spatial Ren. And let's go for Wyguard. If he doesn't want Dynamax, then he's probably going to go for Astro Barrage. There's the Indeedee. Okay. Are you Dynamaxing? I mean, he could. This could be a Dynamax play, for sure. He didn't Dynamax, though. Okay, so we hit ourselves in confusion. If he goes for he goes for Expanding Force. Yeah, we would have, which we took that no problem. Okay. Yeah, Palkia is super bulky. Kind of like this Palkia set too, you know? Really fun. Doesn't quite get the damage out that you would honestly want from your restricted, but when it comes to walling, it just walls like crazy. It's pretty good. I think right here we definitely want to switch Palkia out though, don't we? Get that Leech Seed off, you know, I mean. Go into Grim. Or we can go into P2. P2 can actually take an attack pretty decent. Let's go into P2. I like that option. And let's go Flash Cannon into Calyrex. If he wants to go for Follow Me, he has all the right to, you know. I'm trying to get Palkia out so that way we're getting the Leech recovery off of Palkia. And okay, so we don't get a special attack boost, but that's fine. Alright, so he goes for Protect again. He goes for Protect on both mons, so this is pretty neutral for us. If we can snap out of Confusion, which we did, then that was a win-win for me. How I want to view it anyway. Alright, so in this situation, I think what we want to do is actually go for a Trick Room. His Calyrex is fast. I mean, he is super fast, and if we can prevent him from, getting the positioning that he needs to finally win the game, and we just go in with our Palkia in the game, then we're in better shape. I kind of figured the Follow Me was coming. That's fine. I don't think that doesn't change nothing, especially if he's setting up a Nasty Plot. So he's definitely wanting to try and Dynamax now, but he is super low on health. Flash Cannon will connect on Indeedee, not quite picking up the KO, but we do get Trick Room. Alright, so things ain't looking too bad. Calyrex can be an issue, but I think we're still okay. We can go for a Foul Play if we want to into the Calyrex. That would probably do quite a bit of damage. And we can actually go for a flash cannon into Indeedee. Go ahead, get that KO onto Indeedee. Yeah, I kind of figured after the light screen they would start trying to Dynamax this time. But yeah, I mean, so far though, they're super low on health. If we actually get our foul play off, I have a good chance that we actually just pick up the KO on this thing, because that is ×4 effective. Indeed, he goes for protect. Good protect. Flash cannon will come out, but since you didn't go for follow me, we're gonna go for foul play, and that will just pick up KO onto your Calyrex. Fantastic move to have on Porygon 2, by the way. Foul play, one I wouldn't be thinking about using, but once I started using this team, I was like, foul play. That's such a great move in this format. So, be on the lookout. I guess coming my next video when we go back to our Kyogre team, I will probably be making some changes to it based off of what I've seen with this team. Because, I mean, foul play, Porygon 2 is really kind of like, yeah. And, I mean, Stella, I still like my offensive Stella, but this Stella is not bad. At least for this team, it's a very good Stella. Battle is canceled. We took the win. Great game to our opponent. Yeah, we can at least get one more battle in. That was a long battle though, guys. That was a very long battle, but that was actually very enjoyable. We actually took the lead. Honestly, we really didn't have the advantage until we went for foul play into that Calyrex. And then we just, from there, you know, which was pretty much our last turn we did. But from there, I felt, then we knew we won at that point. You know, they Dynamax and they literally got nothing. Porygon 2, you're a beast. I don't care what anyone says about you. Actually, that was actually kind of funny though that we got the attack boost, because I wonder if that attack boost actually had something to do with us getting that KO and over getting a special attack boost. Which this is actually a mixed Porygon too, which is something else you don't see often. So that's a really fun mon. It's a really cool mon. But anyway, let's jumping into game number 2. Probably our last one for the episode, because that first one was such a long battle. We are going up against Zacian with a Wheezing Regigigas team. And I haven't faced one of these yet with this team, so I don't necessarily know what our matchup needs to be. But I think what we want to do is intimidate either the Regigigas or the Zacian. You know, that's, to me, feels like the right move to do. Do we want to lead Palkia and potentially Dynamax? We can. Now, if Wheezing comes out, we are not getting our Intimidate off. That's something to remember as well. We'll go Palkia, though. Try and threaten as much damage as possible, right? Yeah, I'm running out of time. Let's go Stilla. Let's go Grimms. No, yeah, I guess we're stuck with Grimmsnarl. I was thinking maybe Porygon, actually. But ran out of time. Porygon, though, would have gave us the foul play option. As you've seen in that last game, it actually was really cool. Foul play in this, on this against our opponent's team on this could be very useful, but we did not bring it. Zacian and Regilucky, so we actually relayed correctly in my eyes. You know, we get that Intimidate off of our Landorus, and now we're able to threaten with an Earthquake for sure on both mons. It's gonna hit both of them super effective. We could go for Sword Stance and be a little greedy, and that's fine, and I feel like that's okay in this situation. What does Palkia want to do? Palkia, I mean, we can go for Dynamax. What is Behemoth Blade? Behemoth Blade is a steel type move. So even though it says it's going to be doing double, we're still going to be resisting it. So I think Dynamaxing in front of Zacian right here isn't the end of the world. We could go for Max Quake, I guess, into the Zacian as well. See if we can get some big KOs. The Zacian is sadly at neutral instead of -1. But the cool thing about Zacian, well, good thing about for us, is that he is unable to actually Dynamax. So this is actually, I feel like we're actually in a better board state than he is in. Zacian does go for Protect. Okay. And I mean, he can only hold one item if he's running the sword form, you know what I'm saying? So he becomes kind of easily predictable. Our opponent gone for a Light Screen with Lucky, so we actually had a free turn with our Landorus to go for a Sword Stance, which is fantastic. So yeah, I don't have to worry about weakness policy being on Zacian or anything. That was a crit though. He took that attack very, very well. So this, he might actually be a little bulky, but he did protect. So yeah, well, the Light Screen too. You can't forget about that. But yeah, we'll easily go for an Earthquake. And I think at the end of the day, going for Max Geyser into Regilucky, because if we can increase our damage output on the field when Weezing and Regigigas comes in on the board, then we're in better shape. See what I mean? Behemoth Blade did literally no damage. Earthquake will come out. If I can get this Max Geyser off, what I'm saying is that we'll have the Rain, which sadly the Regilucky is not Focus Sash. Oh well. But I wanted to get the Rain up, and then that way our Hydro Pumps and potentially our last Max Geyser could be doing more damage to the Regigigas, to the Weezing or whatever. And right here's the Weezing. And right there's a Regigigas. Definitely predicted it. Alright, so neutralizing gas. So if I go for Earthquake right now, I'm going to be hurting my Palkia. Sadly, which means we're probably forced to go for Fly. We could fly into a Weezing that's going to go for Protect this turn, and then next turn we're going to come down and hit them. Or we can go, Regigigas is definitely going to go for damage. That's the big thing. Max Geyser, probably into the Regigigas, though, for sure, trying to get some damage out. Hopefully this right here just does not beat us. I do know we have a Stilla in the back, so we may have to switch into Stilla. And this one has Leech Seed, and that could honestly help us while against his Regigigas for sure. Because he just ain't going to be doing much damage to Stilla. Weezing does go for Protect, as predicted. We're going to go for Fly, but I think he's going to move first. Yep. Max Strike, do we live is the big question. We do not. That's tough. That is tough. Okay, so he is Life Orb though. So that's, I guess, good for us because that means he's offensive. But yeah, our damage did nothing. So what we have to do this turn is actually double into the Weezing as best as we can. So let's go into Stilla. Stilla can take an attack. If we can double into the Weezing this turn, hopefully Palkia does not faint to a Max Strike, which it honestly looks like it's going to. So let's change our plan a little bit. Let's go for Leech Seed onto the Regigigas for sure. If we can, let's get the Earth Power off onto the Weezing. That should do quite a bit of damage. Weezing does not have good special bulk, especially if he's not assault vested. He goes for Max Quake. Palkia, do you live? You do. Fantastic. Weezing now gets a little bit of special defense boost, but I think this play has to happen for us to get a chance to win. Is for us to... Oh no, you go for taunt? Oh man. My man's playing good. And he has the ground reduce berry too. Wow. That Weezing's meant for this situation, guys. Wow. Special defense goes back down to normal though. But Palkia now is taking a lot of damage. And we cannot go for Leech Seed thanks to that taunt. This is his last turn of Dynamax on it. On his Regigigas though. So that's something. I guess that's good for us. Let's go for Flash Cannon. Do we want to sack Palkia or do we want to try and switch it out for Grim? It's tough. I think we actually want to sack Palkia here. Maybe go for another Earth Power into the Weezing. If Weezing doesn't go for Protect. I honestly think Regigigas will knock him out. He actually goes to Stilla. Hold on. Because that means our Earth Power would be doing a lot more damage this turn. Let's see what happens. It should be the Weezing going for Sludge Bomb into Palkia. Do we take it? No. Okay. So good play. Good play. Flash Cannon will connect. Do like no damage. So yeah. Scopes, if you know what your matchup against Weezing Regigigas is, please let me know in the comments down below. Because I mean, I didn't see it necessarily through team preview. Like I said, we have foul play on Porygon 2. That could honestly be how you intend on beating Regigigas, and I just didn't bring it. So can't fault you out on that. That's my bad, you know. But yeah, if you definitely, you know your matchups better than I do too. So let me know in the comments how I should have played this one differently. Because I think our start of the game we played very well, but I just think at the end of the game we might have sacked the wrong ones or something, you know. But this game ain't over yet, you know. I mean, definitely getting a lot of chip damage onto this Regigigas. He's still scary though. Definitely a scary mon. Our taunt does wear off, but I think he's just going to re-taunt us, right? I think if we just double into the Regigigas here, we'll Spirit Break, and we'll see what we can do. Flash Cannon, Spirit Break, see if we can get a KO. And it's pretty much all we can do at the moment. I think our opponent's definitely felt some pressure though. You know, we're putting some hard pressure on our opponent. We're not just going down easy. Do we take this Ice Punch? We actually take it. Sludge Bomb into Grimmsnarl. Grimmsnarl goes down, but I think our Flash Cannon now will pick up a KO, don't it? And unless this Weezing actually has a move to hit us, I think we actually won. So unless he has Heat Wave, he could have Will-O-Wisp. So this is still tough. Still very tough. Because if he has Will-O-Wisp, what is his special defense? I think he is neutral. Let's check it real fast. Yeah, he's just neutral across the board. So I think Flash Cannon actually does more damage anyway. So let's go for Flash Cannon. Let's just see. He may have like a Will-O-Wisp or something. He goes for Protect, which gives me another Leftovers proc. So that's not bad for us, for sure. I do think I didn't play this correctly. I think we could have definitely optimized our play against Weezing Zacian and Regigigas team. But I think overall, we're somehow in a good board position. You know, so yeah, give me credit on that. You know, like we did something correct. Let's just see if we can finish this game off, because I think our opponent do not have any moves to really hit Stilla. Like, he has probably Will-O-Wisp, right? But he probably has Sludge Bomb as his main offense. Oh, he doesn't really have an attack to really go into our Stilla. I do notice too, though, that Stilla is a great counter to Regigigas Weezing teams. That was in Series 7, and then in Series 8 it just kind of carries over. He burns us, but with our leftovers we actually negate the burn. You know, like, he negates our leftovers, but I'd much rather, since he doesn't really have much damage on us, and you see how much Flash Cannon did, I think we're in a fantastic spot for sure. Let's see this. Don't tell me you're gonna go for Protect. Are you for real? You really? You're just stalling out the game at this point, you know? Kind of disrespectful, you know? Like, I understand Protect, Will-O-Wisp, but then you do know I have leftovers, so it's not like you're actually gaining a board positioning in this, you know? Anyway, I think we finally got it, though, unless they go for like a Heat Wave, which they should have done that last turn instead of going for Protect or something. But I don't think they have it. I think it's going to be, they showed us Taunt, they showed us Protect, they have Sludge Bomb, and they have Will-O-Wisp. So that's 4 moves, you know? They have no form of hitting our Stilla when we're wanting to go for a Flash Cannon. They're just stalling it out. Kind of being a little salty, I guess, trying to timer stall or something. I don't know. But I think at the end of the day, we won this one. I'll just go ahead and start doing our outro. If you guys did enjoy the battles, let me know in the comments down below. Hardscopes, thanks for the team. It's a fantastic team. It plays very, very well. I do think I need to optimize my play against Regigigas Weezing with your team. But I think overall, we played very well with what we could do. Yeah. If you got, like I said, I'm going to leave Hardscope's channel in the description down below. So go ahead, check him out. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to his too if you like it. Like what he does. I don't think he uploads it anymore, but I think he did for a little bit back in the day. So check him out. Pretty cool guy. Cool team builder, obviously. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, like the video, and this is Wi-Fi Merriman signing out. Peace.